Good morning, everybody. Grant Russell coming to you live from Frederick, Colorado, with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's Friday. Look forward to the weekend. Behind me here, we got a brand new 2021 Renegade Valencia 35 MB. We'll start with the stock number. So we're looking at stock number 5N201359. So something unique with the Renegade Valencia. All the Valencias are built on the Freightliner custom coach chassis, FCCC. So those are built on the S2RV chassis. These chassis are a 6.7 liter Cummins diesel engine. You've got 800 foot-pounds of torque. It's a 360 horsepower. Similar to the M2106, but just on a smaller scale. The big M2106 can pull up to 20,000 pounds. But for those of you that don't need to pull that much weight and still want some of the nice amenities you get in a Renegade Verona or some of the Verona LE models, this one offers a 12,000 pound hitch on it, so you can still tow quite a bit of weight behind you and get you down the road. We'll start up here in the engine here. So full body paint. Before I open this up, it does have the 3M mask on the front. Very easy to open to get to access the engine. For those of you that are mechanics that work on your own engine, it's easy to get to your air filter, your oil filter, fuel filter. All those items are very easy to access with a front engine diesel motorhome. Just having this quick, easy access to all the components here is a nice feature there. And then it does have the soft close. As I close this thing back, it's not going to slam on me. We're working on it, and the wind blows it forward. It's going to slowly come down, so you can gradually catch it and move it back if you're out working on it on a real windy day. And then you got these little latches here to lock it in place. Put that in here, pull that tight, strap the other one down on the other side, and you're ready to hit the road. I do have the side cameras. We've got the backup camera, plus you got your blind spot cameras on both sides of the coach. When you turn your blinker on, it's going to show you that blind spot view. Don't want to depend on these all the time. Still want to go to your mirrors, but it's nice to have if you're merging lanes. I always like to speak about how easy it is to get in and out. So you've got the grab handle here. It makes it easy getting in and out on the driver's side and on the passenger side. And then these seats, so there's a little button here. So this is actually where you can air up your seats and lower them. I don't have any air going to it right now, so they're not going to go up and down at the moment. And then down here we've got your diesel exhaust fuel. This is a 10-gallon reservoir. And we'll go down to the bays. So we've got bay number 1 on the driver's side is your battery bay. This one did get the optional lithium package. So those yellow top batteries you're seeing on the right hand side there are your lithium batteries, and these black batteries on the left side here are going to be for your chassis batteries. By the way, so if you look up in here, you've got your toggle switch here, so that'll kill the chassis battery, so that's your disconnect switch there. And then in the back, I'm going to point all the way back here. So if you see this little piece I'm pointing to here right above the chassis batteries, that is the air chuck. So when we get around the other side, you'll see a big 50-foot hose. That's where it connects for your air system. So it taps into the airline system on the chassis, and that's where you can provide air for other vehicles, golf carts, side-by-sides, motorcycles, bicycles, whatever other toys you might have, or if you need to put air in the tires of the Valencia, you can actually use that. Next bay down, we've got the water bay. So basically this is your dump station. It does have the gate valves here. They're all enclosed. So your actual holding tanks for the black and the gray tank, they do have heat strips on the tanks themselves. You've got two 75-gallon holding tanks, one gray, one black. And then it does have a sewer flush, cable hookups. You can see, I'll move this out of the way here. So it's etched in here. Everything's etched in, so you'll never lose these. It's all going to stay labeled properly, so you'll always be able to tell what what systems are where. And it does have you pull, this is your fresh water hose back behind here, and you can push the button here to retract it in. Got some low point drain valves, sewage hose holder, outside spray port, and right here, this is where the whole house water filtration system goes. Move down to the next bays, or just the tanks I was just describing. So they are, you've got a 75 gallon gray and 75 gallon black. That's where they go in this, on this coach. Most of the Renegades the general area is usually where they go on a Verona LE. Heck, you get into an XL, the Icons. This is generally the location where your holding tanks for the black and your gray tanks are located. And of course your dump. I was mentioning those gate valves. When you pull those valves, this is where it dumps to the actual sewage. So you hook up your sewage hose here, run it out the base here so you can close your door. Speaking of closing the door, I always like to talk about the double latch system that Renegade offers. Slam latch. They're nice and solid, so when you're closing these doors, they stay closed for you. They don't bounce back on you most of the time. I got lucky there. All four of them did a good job for me. All right, moving on down here. So we got, this does have a propane tank system on it, so you do have a propane furnace. That's the exhaust on it. Right above it, if you pan up there, you've got the, this has a stackable washer dryer. That is the vent on the dryer coming out. There's some advantages to the S2RV. So this is where you fill your diesel fuel. It's a 100 gallon fuel tank, and it's a single fuel tank. So the M2s have saddle tanks, 250s on each side, that feed off one another. So it's nice if you fill them on both sides on the big M2s. Then you won't get that inaccurate reading. Sometimes if you just fill from one side, you might get an inaccurate reading. But this one will be always a good solid 100 gallon reading when you get it to 100% full. This bay here is your 8,000 watt Onan diesel generator. We've got it running right now. Sorry for the noise level. I didn't plug it in today. I just left the gen running. And then in the back, the very last bay here, this is where you have your 50 amp power. You can walk it out, and you actually run it down the base here and out, so you can close the door. You can push a button here to run it in. And all the Renegades are going to come with that orange cord you're seeing there is a 50. It's a 50 to a 30. So if you're at a campground that only has 30 left, you can still plug into 30 and have power to the coach to run one air, plus all your other electronics. Back in here, you got an electrical outlet, and you also have your transfer switch. So that toggles between generator power and shore power without having to flip a switch or plug into any kind of junction box. All right, if you notice down side here, I've got the slide in. I always like to demonstrate this, so when we get inside, I want to get a close-up to QR code. Maybe this might work for some of you that want to download the app. But on my phone here, I've got the bottom one there says Vega Touch Mira. I'm going to turn that on. And right now I've got it set to my slides and awnings. So if I go into my slides and I want to run the front slide, I'm going to extend it out. So I'm going to hold this down. And now you can see it's coming out. What's nice about that, if you're at a rest stop, you're at a campground and there's trees that feel like they're intruding, you're gonna get a little close, I can actually come outside and I can watch my slide coming out, so I'm not getting too close to any other objects. Kind of a nice feature that Renegade puts on the Valencias. The Veronas get it, Veronas, all the product get this app. So pretty cool feature. On the back here, we've got the exhaust that generator is running right now is down below here. You got a 12,000 pound hitch. You've got a brake controller with 7-way plug. It's already here. And a one-piece molded fiberglass cap, backup camera, your brake lights, your reverse lights, Your running lights are all LED lights. Again, one-piece molded fiberglass cap, so your seams are not on the corners. You get seams on the corners, that's where your stress is located. That's where you can get a lot of separation on some other brands out there. This molded fiberglass cap will always keep that solid structure. Also, the front cap is a molded fiberglass front cap. So again, no seams. It'll keep that structure for the life you own the coach. So, first bay we're on the passenger side here. So this is your propane tank. And the next bay here, we've got storage, really nice storage. It's got solid steel with the carpet lining in here. So this is a very solid, very rugged, heavy duty compartment. I've got the awning out. You can see I've got the lights on. I got the LED lights in my awning, LED porch light above the entrance door. And then, you know, if it's a nice day like today, I want to keep the door open. Still have this closed here, keep the bugs out. And then notice how that step, if you want to go down here, so the step goes in and out when I close this. If I don't want that to happen, there's a little switch in here, entry override. It's right in the middle there. It says entry override, or entry step override. So I'm gonna flip that in up position. Come back out. So now every time I open and close this door, it's gonna, now it'll stay out. And something to point out, it does have privacy shade for when you're inside. You want to keep the sun out or people from seeing in. Privacy shade. More storage. Here's that hose I was talking about earlier. So this hooks up to that quick connect on the other side. It taps into the air system. Slide locks. These go into your slides. If you want to brace these in place on your slide outs when they're in the in position, that'll keep them from getting out of an adjustment, especially if you're on any kind of rough roads when you're driving. And more storage here, electrical outlet. And then the last bay here, we've got a 2,000 watt inverter. This is up top here. And of course, it's all storage down beneath. So once again, slam latch, baggage doors. Stay nice and tight when I close them. This does have the, it's got the outside TV. It's got a two-stage door here, so it comes down and kind of rests down. If it's got a little drizzle outside or whatnot, you can keep it at this position, but if you give it a little push, you want it to go all the way up so you got a little better view. That raises it up. You got Bluetooth, AM, FM, CD, DVD player, Jensen outside speakers, so you can pair your phones to this as well. And then this is wired to the TV. If you're playing any kind of movies, you're sitting outside entertaining, you can use that as well. By the way, this does have, it has a in-motion satellite system, and it does have the Wi-Fi WineGuard Connect 2.0, I believe that's the name of it. But if you want to pair your phones, pair your computers, pair any kind of other mobile devices or tablets, this can be a rolling hotspot. It gives you just enhances your signal with using a SIM card. We can help you program that. Close this. Cole, why don't we go inside and take a look at the inside? All right. One of the things I wanted to talk about first was sleeping. So this is the shortest Renegade Valencia we can get. It's a 35 MB floor plan, roughly 35 feet. If you're if you're looking to sleep, you can sleep 2 in the back. You don't have to go to the back. 2 in the back. I could sleep 2 here. This is a 60 by 80. When I fold this out, I'll show you how that works in just a bit. And then I've got the dinette in the down position right now. So the dinette is it's 60 long and 40 wide. And then up top, we've got the bunk over. It holds up to 400 pounds. Got the ladder to get up top there. But that space up there is a 58 by 78 bunk over cab. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 beds in this coach. I'll show you the way this works. So this top cushion comes off. Just kind of move it out of the way. When you're setting up, you can find a spot for it. You pick this up here. There's a release underneath. You got to pull. So we'll strap here. Pull this up. Move the legs out. Slide it forward and down. I'm going to flip this down, and you're on the cushions. Wrap these with your sheets and pillows and blankets, make it comfortable. But that 60 wide, 80 long, so like a queen size bed. And if you notice underneath, I've got 1, 2, 3 seat belts. So I've got 3 seat belts under the couch. Let me put this back. And then you notice right here I've got 2 seat belts. So there's 5 seat belts. For those of you that want to know how many seat belts the coach has, this particular one has 5 in the back, and then you got the passenger and driver seats up front. If you want to come over this way, I'll show you. Actually, come here first. So we're going to try something different. So get a close-up of the Vega Touch mirror. If you want to try and scanning your phone on the screen that you're watching at the moment, maybe you'll be able to download that app if you want to see what that's all about. I just thought try something different there since we've got it. We'll go over the kitchen area here. So starting up front, we've got some good storage overhead. Got an ice maker, freezer, refrigerator, huge, lots of space. And this is all electric, a residential refrigerator. Close this up, latch this in place, keeps it nice and tight when I'm traveling. We've got storage over the microwave. Of course, more storage here. There's all your fun reading material. These do come with a little memory, scan disc that you can plug into your computer if you want to download some of the owner's manuals. They do come with a little, when you purchase one from us, I'll show you. They should be, yeah, just kind of give you an idea. You've got some different scan discs to plug in and download, and then you got all your other fun reading material to read up on, and gives you all the owner's manuals for each Renegade to come with. Convection microwave oven. And so for those of you that like to cook with propane, a lot of the coaches these days are going to the induction cooktops. Valencia, it does stick with the propane system, so you've got propane heat. I've got a 10-gallon gas and electric hot water heater system, and I also have 3-burner cooktop. What's nice about this little slit in the back here, a place to put your covers out of the way. You've got a 3-burner gas cooktop, full extension drawer glides, nice deep drawers, extra storage, soft close. Notice on all the drawer glides, I can kind of almost slam them shut and they'll catch and do a soft close, which is nice. And down below here, we've got our fuses are going to be behind this panel here. This first one's your inverter, so it says primary inverter here on the far left. So it's just showing you what's hardwired to the primary inverter. So you can see there you've got some televisions, bedroom receptacles, refrigerator, microwave, outside TV, subwoofer. So, and then down below, this should be the main. So that's everything that's hardwired for the generator when you're running the gen, and also your shore power. Easy to get to. I'm not having to crawl under a bed or run a slide out to get to it. I can have the slide in, I can still get to it. Makes life simple. We like that. And you got some storage under the sink. And as you can see, you got easy access to that hot water heater system. If you need to bypass the hot water, it's very simple and easy to get to. Okay, I'm going to move this up top, out of the way, and then I'm going to slide this forward. So now that makes it easy for me to get in and out of the cab. While I'm over here, I just something to show you. So we're in the overhead bunk area. So up top here, we've got a Blu-ray player, some adjustable shelving if you want to add satellite receivers, game systems. We've got more space for that. And then I got the bunk light switch here to turn the light on and off. And around the corner here, we got a TV. So it's got the bunk over TV. And I mentioned it's easy to get into the cockpit area. So I'll show you a few things up front here. So again, we're in the S2RV, 6.7 liter, 360 horsepower, 800 foot-pounds of torque. 6-speed Allison transmission. This does have the Allison 3000 series here. Your cruise control features on this side. I've got, just to get that out of the way, I've got a, I don't know if you can hear, I can kind of, can you see over this? So I've got speed control right here where my finger's at. And then down below it is where I can set and accelerate and decelerate with the speed control on. And then the buttons above here, I can increase the dash cluster lighting. And these are my lights on and off. These are the headlamp switch. And then over here we've got, if you wanted to, if you had a, right now it's set to the truck backup camera. If I had a trailer camera, I can flip the switch up and that'll go to my trailer camera. And then now some controls here. We've got windows, these power windows. So that controls like the passenger side window up and down. And then the one to its left is for the driver's side. We've got a regen switch here. This is for burning off the diesel particulates in the exhaust. And then this on-off switch here is for your exhaust brake. It's a single stage exhaust brake. And then turn that down. So the new Garmin, oh, let me mute that. It's detachable. I can take this off. Let me turn that down. Up. Go back. These are all the features that it does. It's got AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio, Bluetooth. It's also where you can view your different camera views. So I have to have it, it just mounts right here to the docking station. Sorry guys, let me turn that off. Apologize. Somebody's listening to some good tunes. Anyways, okay, so right below it here, we've got the equalizer system. It says compatible with Apple, Android, and then the little Bluetooth thing. So you can actually pair your phones to the equalizer system as well, and you can operate the jacks from your mobile device. So it's a nice feature as well. And then on the far right here, we got a lock and unlock, mirror heat, 12-volt outlet, and your normal heat and air controls for the cab. All right, let's move to the back. So it does have stackable washer and dryer. And then if you've got guests with you, it does have a pocket door here. So if the guests want to come in and out, you've got a pocket door here to still access the bathroom. And then you still have a pocket. Oh, this is latched. So you've got a pocket door right here. So if you've got guests and you want to let them come use the bathroom and still access the bathroom without having to come and wake you up. We got medicine cabinet. I talked about the Firefly earlier, so I've got my phone paired. So I only ran the slide earlier, but some other features, I can control all my lights. I can check on my holding tanks, fresh, gray, black, LP. We just got this in, so they filled the tanks. There's nothing in them except water, of course. It is brand new. And you can check on your propane system there. I can change my temperature settings in the front and the rear. Control my heat pumps, my air conditioner, furnace, fans, slide controls. I tap this little button here. I can actually go into my generator settings. I can turn it does have automatic gen start settings in there. It's got a lot of nice features that run from the actual device on the wall that you can run from your mobile device. So, and if you don't have the mobile device and you're just trying to turn lights on and off, you still have these little black control panels, multiplex panels, where I can turn lights on and off throughout the coach in the different locations. Bathroom. So I've got another, if you want to step back a little bit. So I've got another pocket door right here. Close this off. Oh, this is latched as well. So again, if somebody's using the shower, using the toilet, folks can still access the sink, washer dryer area. And then I always just like to point this out. So I'm 6'2". I've got plenty of elbow room. You know, I still have room above me. I could be 6'8" probably. I'd probably have to take this off to wash, but yeah, it's a retractable shower head there, so that makes it a little easier taking a shower if you're that tall. And then you have the little lock here when you're in motion. I don't know if you noticed, I've been unbuttoning some of these things if you want to come around this side. So there's little latches to keep the doors tight, so when you're in motion they don't go slamming around on you. The bed. So we got a RV king size bed in here. You got USB ports, 110 outlets on both sides of the bed. Again, if you're laying in bed, you've got that black panel right up top there, so you can control your lighting. You got some overhead storage. If you step over here and get a good shot of some of the storage up front, we've got some wardrobe storage. I've got 2 hanging rods. There's one below here. This comes out. So for longer garments, you can pull this out. So you've got longer hanging clothes area. I've got more storage down below here. Full extension drawer glides, soft close. Adjustable shelving here if I want to add receivers for the back bedroom. And then of course I got more wardrobe here with four drawers this size going all the way down. And then we've got the LED television for the bedroom. Up above me here I've got an air conditioner. I got 2 15,000 BTU air conditioners, both with heat pumps. I think that's covered most of it. Let's see, let's go back up front. Let's see. So that bed, I mentioned some of the bed sizes. The bedroom it's not a true residential king. It is a 76 by 67. I measured it earlier. It's not a queen, bigger than a queen, but a little smaller than a true king. So for those of you who are wondering on that one, let's see, I think I covered most of this particular coach. Mentioned the in-motion satellite, cab over bunk. It's got you've got 370 watt panels of solar on this one. That is an option this one comes with. with that lithium package. Yeah, so that should cover the majority of this. If there's any other coach that we haven't stocked you have questions on, please feel free to reach out. Again, my name's Grant Russell with Transwest here in Frederick, Colorado. You can reach me best at my cell phone at 720-539-4711, or shoot me an email at grussell@transwest.com. Folks, be safe. Have a great weekend. Looks like we got a nice one ahead of us, and we'll see you next time. Happy camping. Thanks. Bye.